White Moon. I'm Rasmika, Black Moon. I don't know if it's recording, it's acting like it's acting crazy. Welcome everybody to Black Moon Goddess Intuition. I'm Rasmika, Black Moon. And I am going to do some Wig Shop Tarot. We're going to see what the energy forecast is for the weekend. And just chop it up a little bit. I got a message of releasing. We did just have a solar eclipse for this full moon that was on the 16th. So I hope everybody made their intentions, what they want to release, and things of that nature. I do feel like things are coming into full circle for a lot of the collective now. I feel like there is a lot of shift in the energy of the collective. Going up in energy, rising in energy, however you want to say it. I also feel like there's been a lot of things that have been going on within the collective's mental space, whereas there are things that are coming up from your past, which is typical in Mercury retrograde, because we are still within Mercury retrograde. So there are things that are coming up from your past that you need to address. For a lot of you, it's going to be a difficult and tough decision to make. Some things you're going to have to let go of. For others of you, it's going to be some type of liberation that's going to be taking place. So let's see what Spirit has to say as far as your personal self-development and your spiritual awareness. I will be doing the ego, the self, and the higher self to see the energy in and around you. Okay? Thank you, guys, Source Spirit, for this energy. Thank you, guys, Source Spirit, for my gift talents, my gifts, and my insights. I ask you to allow the angels, the ancestors, the Orishas, my ancestors, celestials, terrestrials, and galactic beings that are here to assist. I ask you to let them speak clearly. Give me a message that is clear and concise, that I can relate to the collective in a clear way. And so it is. Ashe. Okay. So the first card that fell out was the King of Cups. This could be a water sign, a male water sign. It doesn't have to be. We also got the Hangman for the self. So the ego is in a place of gratitude. It seems like being able to release some emotion, being emotionally stable, being hiring the emotional IQ. So this, for me, as a reader, is telling me, especially since he's looking at the Hangman, which is in the self position, it's more so telling me that the ego is looking to the self in this predicament of trying to find enlightenment within itself, within the situation, trying to find a different perspective as to how to achieve these goals. Now, this could be a business goal that you may have. Generosity and some gratitude, someone that can help you out along the way, that has insight and knowledge, and that is very open to giving this information out. So you know how some people have information and like they know something, they have a skill or a talent or something like that that can help you along on your journey, but they hold that information to themselves, like they don't want to share the information. This person is not like this. So this person that is coming in is somebody that's going to help you along your way. This is somebody that's going to show you the ropes, so to speak. Fill in the blanks also. So I feel like in the part of the ego, with this, I feel like the ego is in the place of becoming more self-aware, and the fact that the changing of perception of how the ego sees the self, like where the self is in the moment. So it's looking to the self for the guidance, but the self is in this place of a reflective type of energy. So this is not necessarily moving. You're not making physical action. there's no physical action taking place here, but there is quantum leaps happening, quantum leaps and bounds on numerous levels. First of all, with the emotions, because it's like a lot of your memories trigger emotions, because so your emotions are what is most prominent right now, is what you need to focus on right now, and this is where you need to focus your attention. So so over the weekend, and just in general, because my messages are timeless, whenever you are led here to receive it, it's for you. So I feel like, with this being said, that there is going to be a place within your person, your conscious self, that you're going to start to be more observant be observant of how you feel, how certain people make you feel. If you feel drained by being with certain people, if you feel energized by being with some people, if some people are you're realizing maybe some people are energy vampires, some people don't have your greatest and highest good estate. Maybe some of you need to cut the cord with certain people, and these are decisions that you're going to be finding out, because there are going to be things that are going to be coming up to your awareness that you're going to see differently. So say, for instance, in the past, you may have seen somebody that may have said something to you, and you may have taken it to heart. Like, somebody might have said something to you that might have hurt your feelings, and you had to really second guess yourself and think to yourself, well, was I wrong, or did I do something, or anything like that. This is not about that. This is about you finding your the things that you stand for. So it's like, if you stand for nothing, then you'll fall for any and everything. So at this point, you're standing in your beliefs. You're standing in what it is that you want to achieve, what it is that you want to say. It's like, so basically the energy is, as I said what I said, and I meant what I said. I said what I said, and I meant it. That's the kind of energy it is. What is the energy of the higher self, please? What is the energy of the higher self, please? And we got the Hierophant. This is definitely the higher self coming in to bring in structure, bringing in a spiritual structure. So this may be a new meditative routine. This may be a new way of eating. This may be a new way of communicating. This may be a new way of seeing how spirituality works for you. So maybe some of you are coming into alignment with some type of, and therefore you are eliminating things that are not within that alignment for you. You're honoring where you are on your spiritual journey, and you're eliminating things that are not on that path. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, the Two of Pentacles, this is juggling. This is trying to create balance. This is maybe juggling between jobs. This could be also whoa. Okay. I don't know how we do. We at work. Okay, so this is also reconstructing your belief system. Feel ashamed? Are you feeling shame for what's coming up or what's coming about for you? Do you feel judged? Do you feel like you were not in your highest, you weren't operating from your highest place, so you're judging yourself for it? Or are you in a place of an observer, like, okay, I went through this, what am I supposed to be learning from this part of my life? Why is this coming up? You're asking yourself these probing questions. You're you're thinking more. You're changing your perspective on a certain situation and or your life in general. This may have to do with you coming into contact with someone that actually makes you want to be more whole in these ways, emotionally whole, mentally stable, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to expressing yourself, when it comes to expressing your emotions. Because I kind of feel like the standstill that you've been in, it has to do with you holding back your emotions, not speaking your piece when you're unhappy, or when you are happy even, because maybe you feel like that's putting you in a vulnerable state and you don't want to give anybody that kind of power over you. Dang. Okay, so give me 1 minute. All the cards gonna fall on the floor. Ready, go. All right. I'm gonna get some more. Thank you guys for Spirit for these messages so far. Can I get some clarifiers, please? It's like I said what I said, and I meant it. I'm not taking it back. I don't feel sorry. None of that. I said what I said, and 9 times out of 10, it's like you said what you said, and it's the truth. As to give you some pushback and try and make you feel like you're crazy, or you're unloyal, or you're not supporting them, or however it may come to you. Just remember that they're in a lower state, not you. You are elevating. You are becoming more aware of the power that you hold between you and other people in your relationships. You are taking back your authority when it comes to what you let people say to you, do to you, treat you like that. You're becoming, it's like you're fortifying your boundaries. I kind of see like a person, and then I kind of see the auras, but I see like the whole auratic field being sealed in a type of protective golden light. So I feel like this is what's happening here as far as development of the spiritual awareness is happening. Okay, that's our Spirit. What do we have for this ego and this King of Cups? Can you tell me more about this King of Cups and the ego? Can you give me more on this King of Cups and the ego for the collective on May 19th? Today is May 19th. Happy birthday to all my Tauruses. Today is my mom's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. Alright. Alright. We got the 7 of Wands. So this is definitely overcoming some emotional baggage here. I feel like the King of Cups is someone that is very emotionally secure and mature. So I feel like you're overcoming some things that have had you I think you're coming into this energy of owning your emotions. So this is your ego maturing. This is your ego maturing. So when your ego can be your friend or it can be your foe. So when your ego comes into alignment with your spiritual and higher self, and to the personal conscious self, it's like your ego almost becomes a vehicle for your will of divine manifestation. That's the word. So it's like you're owning what you want. We have 2 7s on the board. I'm sorry, we have a 5, an 11, I mean a 5, a 12, and a 7. Speaking about, this is where you're putting yourself in a place of realization. This is a place of changing of perspective. This is a place of self-imposed enlightenment. You're putting yourself in a place to see things, to slow things down, so that you can process them in a different way, so you can change the outcome maybe of the next time this situation occurs, or clear out this karmic energy. With this Queen of Swords here, I feel like this is mostly coming into contact with intellectual equilibrium. So the ways that you think, the things that you say, the things that you say to yourself, this is that internal narrative almost. It's like we got the king of cups and the queen of swords. So this is definitely a marriage of intellectual and emotional stability here, overcoming those is operating from a love-based place, because it's trusting the path that you're moving towards. It knows that you're divinely guided. And under your higher self, we got the star card. So we got the Hierophant and we got the star card. So this is definitely spiritual healing, divine intervention type of thing. So these are things. And when I said divine intervention, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is things happening in divine timing. Okay, things are happening in divine timing. Things are happening now. Things are happening because now is the time. We also got the Emperor that came out here, and we also have the High Priestess that came out here, which is the divine counterpart of the Hierophant. So this is definitely healing of the masculine and feminine, the yin and the yang of your spirituality. So there are things that you know more mature, elevated, secure level. Not speaking from a place of hurt, but speaking from a place of empowerment. Not speaking from a place of judgment, but speaking from a place of authority. Okay. Alright. I'm going to pull some oracle cards from the Mystical Kipper. This is going to be, well, the end of. Alright, they're telling me no. They're telling me no. They want me to pull another card from here, so I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to pull. Okay, so it's saying the timing is now again to realize. For some of you, you've been in this place, okay, where you're like, okay, I wanna manifest this, right? I want this to occur. I want to be with this person. I want to see how this person is going to be. I want to see how this business adventure is going to turn out. There may be a job opportunity that comes up for you. There may be a relationship that pops up out of nowhere that you find yourself in. Maybe you were just like, oh, we're going to talk and we're going to see how things go, and then you end up in this full-blown emotional whirlwind, and you're like, am I moving too fast? Is this moving too fast? Is this the right thing to do? Blase blah woo woo shoot the goose. Okay, I kind of feel like God is going to give you signs to let you know that you are maturing spiritually. Your spiritual awareness is maturing. That means your vibration is heightening, which means that you are more sensitive to vibrations that are not in alignment with you. It's fine if it's not, because not everything is for you. It's okay. Some people will be eliminated, more people will be coming in. It's kind of like a revolving door of the energies and the people and places that are in your erratic field, energy, space. The people that you allow into your space, things of that nature. Okay? We got the Star card again, and we got the Queen of Pentacles. So for me, this is double confirmation, seeing that we got the Star card once. So there is healing happening on a spiritual level, an emotional level, an intellectual level. So this is like total calibration, total energetic calibration, which is so dope because I personally specialize in energy calibration. That's part of what my Black Moon Spa calibration is all about, is calibrating your energy. This helps you to release those things that are keeping you stagnant. These are going to be dramatic changes that come along. These are changes that need to happen in order for you to personally and to create self-development and to create spiritual awareness, to create transformation and empowerment empowerment within your life, in all areas of your life. It may seem like, oh, it may be a relationship issue, I can't find the right partner, or I'm always worried about this or that. It may seem like it's a job issue, oh, I'm not getting paid my worth, and blah, blah, wooty woo. It may seem like a spiritual issue, like I just can't connect, I don't feel supported by the universe, I don't feel like God is on my side, I feel like that I'm let down, this and that. It could feel like that, but in all actuality, it's all of that. Because when there is unbalance and unrest and dis-ease in one area of your life, it trickles to all areas of your life. So don't just think that, okay, I'm gonna work on my relationships and how I see myself, how I accept love and all of these things, and then wonder why you're still not getting the partner that you want, or that you desire, or that you need, or that understands you. It's because you're looking at it in a superficial way. You're not looking deeper. You're not looking past the fact that you're trying to get this mate. You're not looking at the fact that, hey, I've had all of these other partners and this same thing has happened, or something around this has happened. What is it about me that is drawing this in? Because remember, everything in your environment, or in your world, or in your life, is a reflection of your internal world. So your external world is always a reflection of your internal world. So if things are not balanced on your internal world, guess what? Things on your external world are going to same time. Which, again, I specialize in. So if you're interested in learning more about my Black Moon Star calibration, drop me an emoji. Drop me a diamond emoji. That lets me know that you're ready to get these jewels dropped on you, so that you can heal yourself. We all can heal ourselves. Even a lot of things that we feel are medical issues are not medical issues. They're energetic and spiritual. That energy spills up in our body. It causes headaches. It causes back pain. It causes arthritis. It causes cancer. I'm going to tell it anyway. I'm going to tell it. Okay? We are the healers. We are our own apothecaries. We're our own alchemists. We can change who we are on a molecular scale, as well as on a physical macro scale. Macro and micro. A lot of this is learning to create quantumly. So when you create things quantumly, that means that they're happening in the ethereal, right? They're not happening linearly, they're happening quantumly. So you have to learn how to work in the quantum field. And how do you manifest things from the quantum field to the physical realm? Well, it all comes with practice, and it all comes with calibration. You have to calibrate yourself to your soul power energy. Your soul power frequency is what gives you your life force. Is what gives you your internal power, which to create, to manifest, to destroy even those things that are not suited for you. To get to the end game. So if you're trying to do that and you're steady just doing trial and error, you're going to still end up in these toxic situations, because you're not doing the total cleaning, the total healing that you need. And this is not easy to do on your own. Sometimes people don't even know where to start. They think it's one thing and it may be something else, and then they start going down this rabbit hole and they're getting distracted from what the real problem is, or what the real issue is. People want to create things all the time. They want bigger and better houses. They want bigger and better businesses. They want to be paid more. They want their own businesses. They want their perfect partner. They want their children to grow up and be happy. They want all of these things out of life, when they don't know how to create it. They think that working hard is going to do it. Believe me, I worked hard all my life, and all it does is make you tired and other people rich. Let me just tell you that. Okay? So you have to do what makes you, not other people's expectations. Because as long as you live your life for other people, worrying about what other people think, how they're going to see you, how they're going to judge you, what projections they're going to put on you, what they've encrypted you with, what you've grown up with, if you're betraying a family tradition, if you're betraying your lineage, if you're betraying the people that you work with, if you're not being loyal somehow to these other outside things that are not with internal or for your personal and self-development, you're tricking yourself, and you're lying to yourself, and you're stopping the growth that God has for you. Point blank, period. The time is now. The time is now to see yourself differently. The time is now to see your situation differently. Just because you're in a certain situation now does not mean that that's what it's going to be forever. You're in this situation now to learn a lesson. You're in this situation now so that you can experience it. If you don't experience it fully, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent now, don't be trying to just experience the good stuff and trying to suppress and shove the bad shit or the not so good shit under the rug. You're doing yourself a disservice. Feel it. All of it. The pain, the hurt, the anger, the rage. Feel it. Don't dwell in it. Feel it. So you can heal it. You have to feel it in order to heal it. Point blank, period. Even though it's not what you want to feel. Even though it's not what you want to remember. Even though it's not what you want to go through. It's for your greatest and highest good. And it's coming back around again because you didn't handle it at the beginning. Or maybe you weren't even on this far along in your journey before to even be aware of what was happening or why it was happening. But now you are. Okay? And now you can do it the right way. What was the other card that you wanted me to pull from here, please, Spirit? What was the other card you wanted me new beginnings, bright new beginnings, spiritually healing, being able to be one with your higher self, your conscious self, and your ego. This is having your higher self, your guides, God, source, spirit, however you see divinity, guiding you through all areas. This is guiding you step by step. I'm getting that play in my mind where they have the ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, the ghost of Christmas future. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what it's like. It's kind of like these things are coming back in your mind. You're reliving your past. The ghost of Christmas past is like, okay, you were like this in the past. This is what you dealt with. These are the things that happened. And then the ghost of Christmas present comes. This is where you are right now. Look at how far you've come from there. Or look at what you've changed. Or look at where you have ended up. And then the ghost of Christmas future comes by and says, hey, this could be your future. If you don't change your life, this will be your future. If you do change your life and you do listen, then this can be your future too. You got options, right? We got the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I am going to shuffle this deck once more. Yeah, we got the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. After all of this hardship and things like that, you're taking what you've chopped down and you're building something new. That's your new beginning. You're taking what resonates with you. You're taking what you need. You're taking the materials, the resources, the knowledge, even the experiences that you need to move on, and you're leaving the things that you don't. So it's kind of like I'm getting an image of, you know, those machines that separates the blood and then it separates the plasma, and it kind of like separates your blood, and then you get it in a little tube and it has all these layers of all of these things that have been separated out of your blood. That's kind of what it's like. It's like you're separating things out of your energy field. And we got the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is the counterpart to the King of Cups. This lets me know that this is equilibrium. We have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. We have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. This is emotionally intuitive. So some of you are coming in very highly empathic right now, and you're learning to use that duality of the masculine and the feminine, that yin and the yang. Okay, I did take that, and under that was the Ace of Pentacles. So you are coming into new rewards within this time period. There could be money involved. There could be, has to all do with your stability. Okay, and we're gonna pull these oracle cards, and we're gonna be out this guy. I will read from the book for these after I get my channel message. Okay, thank you guys for spirit for these messages. What is the last final thought for the collective here? I feel like there is a lot of things coming into alignment right now. There's a lot of things that are coming up that are not so pleasant necessarily, that you're going to definitely have to work through, but it's not something that is going to, it's for, everything's for your greatest and highest good. Again, I said what I said and I meant it. So this is you being able to stand in that. Okay, what do we have here, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. Can I get 3 cards, please? Can I get 3 cards, please? Alright. So the card that fell on the floor was the number 11, gaining a lot of money. Again, we have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I'm putting it back because it did fall on the floor. But that's just to let me know that there is confirmation. You are going to be gaining financial gains here in the physical realm, not quantumly. This is from, I kind of feel like the quantum karmic deposits, those good things that you've done in the quantum realm, that good energy that you sent out to the vibration of the collective energy grid, is coming back to you in forms of stability, in forms of resources, in forms of money, and currency. If you saw one of my other videos, I talked about the different forms of currency within the universe: energetic, monetary, you know, emotional, things of that nature. Just doing a good deed, you could have gave somebody $1 on the street one day that you normally you wouldn't say give these beggars any money, but you did with this one day. Say that, and you never know that that person that you gave that $1 to could have been a deity in disguise, and you just gave them some money, which helped them on their way. You know what I'm saying? And by doing so, they're helping you. Okay, let me get 3 cards, please. 3 cards: ego, self, and higher self. Ego, self, and higher self. Ego, self, and higher self. Ego, please. Can I get a card for the ego? His thoughts. I think that somebody is on someone's mind. I think that the thoughts that are on the mind of the ego are tough to battle. I feel like, a lot of changes happening within the next few months of this year, for the rest of the year. As the seasons change, as times change, we're moving into summer now. Summertime is when things are illuminated, things are blossoming, things are growing, things are abundant. So I feel like, again, with the King of Cups being here and his thoughts being on the bottom, there could be someone coming in with an offer of love, or letting you know that they want to shoot their shot, something of that nature, or you're on somebody's mind that wants to help you. For others of you, this is a spiritual move where your ego is like, okay, this is where we are now. Where do I go from here? Are we in a place where I can trust this and not be so narcissistic, or are we still stagnant? And it's like your ego is looking to the self to see where that is. So that's like what's on your mind. Because if you remember, we're going from his thoughts into the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune into the Hangman. So it's like everything is happening in divine timing. Everything is happening in a place that's going to bring you goodwill and good fortune. It's taking some time, because you're still in a place of mental back and forth, right? Self. And I caught it. It didn't fall. Look at, I don't make this shit up, y'all. And I caught it between my arm, my leg, gaining a lot of money. This is yourself. That's that number 11 again. And that's crazy because that goes from 12 to an 11. When they got the Queen of Swords in the middle, which is letting me know that this is all about very strategic, and about how you see things, about and analytical, about how you get to your money. Some of you may be having, take a gamble on something to where you're going to have to stand in your authority and make a decision. This decision is going to bring you the balance and harmony that you've been looking for. It's going to relieve you of some of the pains and hardships that you've gone through. Some of you is going to help you heal in a lot of ways that you didn't even know you needed to heal in. Okay, this is definitely being moved forward by spirit. This is being divinely guided for you. Things being divinely guided towards you. This could be a job, even with the Emperor here. So some of you might have a job offer that you weren't expecting, but you have to make a decision that is for your greatest and highest good. Okay. For others of you, it's going to be in this energy of holding you back as far as how you see spirituality, how you quantify God, how you see the higher beings of this existence. Some of you are even challenging the status quo of how you were raised. Like some of you, like for instance, some of you may have been raised an Orthodox Catholic for instance, and now that you've grown up, you've lived that life, and now you're growing into yourself and learning your own path. You're finding that you're more overall spiritual. You are connecting with energies. You're connecting with things that you weren't necessarily taught to be connect with, that they were necessarily bad, but you're finding that but through your experimentation and through your own work with these energies or whatever, doing your own research, you're finding that there are some things that are actually helpful. And this is you standing up for what you believe in, and standing in the fact that, hey, I agree with this, even though I wasn't taught this, even though I was taught that this was something that was bad, or that was not, that goes against the code or the religion or the Orthodox, whatever. You know what I mean? This is finding your own way. This is finding your own way to communicate with God. This is finding your own way to feel supported by the universe, you know? Higher self, please. Great happiness. We have a cornucopia here. This is great happiness, and that goes with your higher self. Your higher self is coming into a place of equilibrium, moving into seeing things more clearly, moving into a newer place, taking a leap of faith, trusting in your intuition, trusting in the way that you are being led here. Okay, I said I was going to. And then we have success and love. I did say that there was some type of love message mingled in here somewhere, especially with two divine partners on the board. I'm going to go ahead and read what these say just to get some more in-depth messages. Okay, so for his thoughts, number 16. All right. It says this card is all about thoughts in any shape or form. Thinking about a problem, secret thoughts, uncontrolled thoughts, thoughts you can't get out of your head. Ideas and sudden inspirations also belong to that category. If this card lies next to a person card, the surrounding cards describe the thoughts of that person, i.e. how he or she thinks in respect to your questions. This card defines the character of a person who is educated or who gives a lot of thought to the matters at hand and is anything but superficial. Like I said, this is somebody that's emotional, that unknown mystery of what they've got. They are inspired by the events that are happening. So with this being in retrospect to ego, it's saying that your ego is being inspired to do more, to be more, to want to be more of an assistance to you than a hindrance to you. Okay, so this is again when everything is in alignment, your ego operates as your free will, and your free will moves you to do what it is that you need to do. So say you have a project or a business that you're trying to get off the ground. your ego might have been in the past like, no, you can't do that. There's too many other people doing the same thing. What makes you think that they're going to listen to you, or they're going to buy from you, or that this is going to work for you? Instead of doing that, now your ego is in this place like, yeah, we can do that. We need to just figure out this part and that part, because listen, last time we tried it, this is what happened. So maybe we need to fine tune this, and this is going to go into your personal self, your conscious mind, and it's like, oh yeah, maybe I can do it like this, or maybe this relationship will work like that, or maybe if I'm more open, or maybe if I'm more this, or maybe if I'm more that. You see what I'm saying? It's changing the way your mind clicks. It's changing the way you receive information. It's changing the way you process the information through your body. Okay? All right. And we have number 11, which is gaining. It is simply a matter of material increase. This may mean money, but also material assets. Now you have the opportunity to earn and gain money by your own efforts. However, you should be cautious if this card lies far away from the person card. However, you should be cautious if this card lies far away from the person card. You could lose money by speculating or gambling. Inheritance are also indicated by this card. Depending on the questions at hand, this card tells you that you can expect a successful outcome in this matter. Again, Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is basically double confirmation for me as a reader. It's just telling me that even though you're in this state of not necessarily confusion, but of observance, of seeing and analyzing the situations at hand, the thoughts, the emotions, all of these things that have been swirling in your energy field, by slowing it down and looking at it more methodically, piece by piece, experience by experience, feeling it and feeling, why do I feel like this? Why is it triggering me now? And instead of activating me, because this is the difference. You can be triggered or you can be activated. When you're triggered, you fall into that low self-worth part. When you're activated, you move up in your frequency and in your vibration to that higher vibrational level. And the difference is, in order to become empowered in order to be activated instead of triggered, you have to see things differently. You have to see the experience differently. You have to focus it and filter it through your energy differently. Okay? And great happiness is number 26. Great happiness. This is the best card. This good for you. Wishes are coming true, and a time of pure bliss lies ahead for you. Contentment, success, and wealth are also part of the card's meaning, as well as inner growth and self-awareness. What have I been saying? This is all about your spiritual growth and personal development, self-development. And we have this also with the Star card, the Fool card, the Hierophant, and the High Priestess. So this is telling me that there is success coming on a spiritual level. You are upgrading spiritually. You are upgrading mentally. You are upgrading emotionally, which all has to do with your intuition, because your intuition works mentally, emotionally, because these are the filters that it comes through. So even when you go to a reader, the readers are giving you readings based on their personal experience and how it's filtered through their system. And if they're not pure in their systems, then they're going to give you a reading based on their own prejudgments. You don't want that. You want a reader that's going to be objective. You want a reader that's not going to use they can reference their own personal experiences, but not put that in there. You dig me? You want an unbiased reader. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. I'm going to tell it how it is, whether you want to hear it or not, but it's for your greatest good. You needed to hear it, so that's why it was said. I said what I said and I meant it. You dig me? Okay, anyway. Contentment, success, and wealth are also part of this card's meaning, as well as inner growth and self-awareness. This card has the ability to weaken the negative effect of unpleasant combinations. coming out of it. You're going to come out of it more authoritative. You're going to have more authority. You're going to be more empowered. You're going to have a more transformative way of doing, seeing, and speaking. Okay? And on the bottom of the deck here, we have Success in Love, number 15. It says this card is one of the best cards of the whole deck. Even if the other cards on the table look challenging, as soon as this card enters the game, all of your sorrows or problems will soon be in the past. So whatever question you're asking about, where your spiritual growth is, where your personal development, where it is going, where it's headed, you're heading in the right direction. Okay, this card may even relate to love, but also to other areas. Even with regard to your career, everything is running smoothly. This card ensures a successful outcome in all matters of the heart, family, friends, and society. This card also says that you will soon find a new love. If you already are in love, you can expect love to return. If the card describes the character of a person, that person will be amiable, sentimental, faithful, and loyal. So this is saying that there's this person that I told you that is coming into your life, this love match, this person that is coming in to show you love, give you the emotional connection that you need. It's going to be something that's going to turn out good for you, right? In your best interest, for you and them. I really feel that. And I really feel like this energy this weekend is probably about maybe you coming together with this person. For those of you where this is a love message, I'm going to let you know now, your higher self is pushing you to move towards this situation. Your guides, all of these things are moving you towards that energy. This is something that's going to be official. This is something that's going to bring you happiness and stability. This is something that's going to help you further your goals and your dreams. Just like you guys are going to be so in sync with each other that there's not going to be anything left to the imagination. You guys are going to be able to speak with each other clearly. You're going to be able to trust each other emotionally. You're going to be able to learn from each other spiritually. Things of that nature. Alright, so I'm going to put that up. I've been on here for like 45 minutes. It was supposed to be a quick 30 minutes or whatever. But with that being said, I'm going to close out here today. But again, personal readings are open and unavailable. Please shoot me a DM or IM or drop me a comment if you're interested in the personal readings. And the pricing and what type of readings are available. Just let me know. I am in the middle of getting a QR code made, which once I get it made, I will post it up on Facebook, on Instagram, and TikTok. I haven't started TikTok yet. I do have a TikTok. I haven't figured out how to work the platform just yet. I know I can't go live just yet, so I'm trying to figure out how to work that out. Y'all work with me. If you haven't checked out my YouTube channel, check that out, Black Moon Goddess Intuition. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can get notified when I go live or when I upload new content. If you are interested in my Black Moon Spa calibration, please drop me a heart emoji, send me an invite, send me a IM or a DM, drop me a comment, and schedule your free soul calibration conversation. This was where we will get into what it is that you're trying to create in your life, why you haven't got there yet, what's been standing in your way, and devise a plan to help you get there. Because let's face it, guys, enlightenment and following this path of spiritual awareness and self-development, transformation, and empowerment is an ongoing process. And sometimes we can only take ourselves so far. Sometimes you need somebody that's already been there, that's already been through the struggle, and that can help you, guide you, and navigate you through it. I am that person. I've been there. I've been in almost every unimaginable situation you can imagine, and I've come out of it on top. I've gone from making $5 an hour to owning my own business. I've gone from hiding who I was and my gifts to speaking about it live on social media. Anybody that knows me in person knows that I don't do social media, and I definitely don't do pictures and cameras and all of this type of thing. So this is new for me, and it was brought to my attention, and I have learned to accept it and be who I am. and not be ashamed of it. So some of you are in the same place. Come talk to me. I can help you through it. It's not something that's going to be easy, and it's not something that I'm going to tell you that I'm going to something that's going to be easy, but at the end of it, it will definitely be worth it. Trust me. Trust yourself. Okay? I love you guys. You guys have a blessed and wonderful weekend. I hope you guys made your moon water. Remember that the intentions that you set on the full moon last for up to 6 months, and because this was a solar eclipse, a lunar eclipse, the energy is that much stronger. So this is going to be a major quantum calibration of all of humanity. So you guys be aware of the energies that are in and around you. Be aware of the thoughts that you carry. Be aware of how people, places, things make you feel. What thoughts and what emotions do they trigger for you. Just be aware in your everyday life. Okay? And use every day as a day to change, to be better, to be stronger, to be wiser, and to stand in your power as authority in your own life. I love you guys. You guys have a blessed weekend. Peace.